I'd love to have my eaten.
Let that sink in, folks.
I have a kinky freak side. Like what?
I'm Aubrey.
And I'm Amy.
Let's discuss. All right, this is episode 4 of season 1.
Yes.
And today we're going to talk about dating. Oh, it's going to be
boy.
juicy. Okay, but before we talk about dating, sound of the day. 1, 2, 3. Ah.
Yeah.
I just felt mine really needed to be longer
You really projected.
today. Thanks. Yeah.
That really came from your, what is it called?
My diaphragm?
Yeah, your diaphragm.
Mm-hmm.
Singer words.
What's your favorite vocal exercise that you have to do?
Well, just to do on my own that I think is useful, just like, even just to loosen things up if you feel tight, just... That just always helps, and it's literally like 2 seconds, whereas like you're doing like a whole set of something, you know?
True.
Just-
Because you really can't do lip curls without using your breath properly.
That's
If
true.
you don't have like a good, even, like,
Yeah.
proper breath support, you're like...
And with my vocal coach, I do a thing where like I sit on the floor and then I hug my knees, and he like makes me go like this, and he's like, pretend like there's a bar behind your back, and then I do the lip curls. So like I'm like extra like the airs. Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah,
She has a good
So,
vocal tech.
I
He's really
do.
good.
he's
Zephin.
great. Shout out Zephin.
Shout out to Zephin. Okay, so that was a little sidebar.
Anyways,
On to snack
snack
of the day.
We got a Trader Joe's snack as per
Yes.
usual.
Continuing our Trader Joe's. We've actually had this in our pantry for the dog got very
thing
excited.
in our fridge too that we wanted to try, but it expired because we thought we were gonna shoot this episode
I know.
sooner.
But
But maybe we'll get it again and then we'll actually try it.
I know. We'll tell you when we
Yeah.
actually try, because I do want to try it. I just feel like we better not eat it
Yeah.
because it's expired several days ago.
Our luck, we're gonna end up with food poisoning.
Yeah, and that's no fun. I don't know if you've ever had food poisoning, but you pretty
Yeah.
much think you're gonna die the whole time. I've had it 3 times.
She had it once when she had to drive me to Modern Family as a kid.
Oh God.
Anyways, we'll save that
Yeah.
story for another day.
Anyway, we bought this a while ago, and then it's been in the pantry for a while, but
Yeah.
it's packaged so it's lasts for a long
It's
time.
chips or popcorn.
It is the Trader Joe's French onion popcorn.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm a popcorn fanatic, so I had to try this. And we love French onion soup.
We do.
So let's tear this bad boy open.
How's it
Okay.
smell? Smell it?
Smell test. It smells like popcorn. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like brown. Like the seasoning looks brown, but it really doesn't smell any different. I'm
Brown
gonna take
popcorn.
a few pieces and just pop them all in at once.
Okay, ready? Cheers. Mmm.
That's really
That's
good.
good. It doesn't
Oh.
smell really strong, but it's really seasoned though.
Usually onion powder doesn't smell that strong though either. Like if you're just
True.
smelling the...
True.
That's probably why.
Yum.
I'm giving that like a 9 out of 10. Especially for popcorn, that's great. I'd eat that.
You are eating it.
Yeah, I'd eat that and I'm eating it.
Would eat, am gonna eat,
Would.
am eating, am eating.
I don't know.
Drink.
You're the grammar police, you tell me.
I am eating.
So,
Yeah, it's a winner. Okay, Trader Joe's French onion popcorn.
There you have it, people.
There you have it. I have a little caffeine-free Diet Coke
oh yeah.
that's left over from your Super Bowl party.
I also
Shout out
have...
to whoever brought it and left it at our house.
They were making like virgin dirty sodas with like the limes and the coconut milk in it.
You put the lime in the coconut.
Yeah, so that was that. I will also... This was left over from lunch.
Coke really
Just
should
spin my
sponsor us
cup
because I
holder.
feel like we're always having a
Sure, it's
Coke
because
on this-
you don't really drink anything at home besides Diet Coke, and I don't really drink soda, period, but...
Before we launch into dating, be sure if you're listening to us, we have our YouTube channel where we post the video version of our podcast. And then we're on pretty much all of the podcast networks. We're on Spotify, Amazon,
Yeah.
Apple. All the RSS is our host. Yay, RSS. And if you are listening to us or watching us anywhere, please leave a review for us if you can. It really helps us in the algorithms.
Yes.
Go down and give us like however many stars you think we deserve. That would be and, write a little blurb of just how amazing you think this podcast
So
is.
basically, we're just asking you to glaze us,
Please,
essentially.
because it helps us boost us in the algorithm of, the podcast world.
And it boosts our egos.
And yes, we can sleep at night. Because usually we
can
just
sleep at
as
night.
we're falling asleep at night, we like cry onto our pillow like, I wish more people loved our podcast. No, that's not true. But it might be if you don't help us now.
Yeah.
You can help us now.
First world problems.
Mm-hmm. Okay. No,
Dating.
we're gonna talk about dating.
So,
Oh God.
this is one of those subjects where we'll probably make another episode
There-
on
yeah.
this too at some point. Because there are so many things we could cover within the dating
Oh,
world.
Lord.
Her being a single mom, and not only being a single mom, but being a single mom like the whole time I've basically been alive. Besides maybe like, 6
The
months
first 7.5 months or something.
old? Yeah.
That's when her
So-
dad and I split, or also known as I left her dad. And then I'm gonna make that sound like it was mutual. But yeah, I've been single kind of. Then I had one long-term relationship after
Yeah.
that
But
when
she's
you were
had a
very
few,
little.
Like, boyfriends, like...
But I've been on
So many
hundreds.
dates.
I'm not kidding. Probably hundreds of dates over the
That
last
have led
14
nowhere.
years. I've had a couple boyfriends here and there, but like it's difficult. And it's interesting because now that Aubrey is older, like we are dating. Well, not now, she's a boyfriend, but we've been dating at the same time over the last
Yeah.
couple of years. And like there's a lot of differences between the way your generation dates and the way my generation dates, and just
For sure.
what's out there in general.
Because she's on dating apps too. I'm not on dating apps at all right now since I'm taken. But
Taken.
I didn't know this was a thing. But Facebook dating apparently is a thing. Gen Z. I
There
don't know
is
if you
a
guys knew
thing.
that.
Yeah, and I'm
If
sure
you're
there's-
looking for an older huzz. Just kidding. I'm not going to instigate that.
Well, I will say the good thing about Facebook dating is that it will show you if the guy or the person, I should just say, who likes you. So if somebody likes you, it shows up in your "this person liked you" feed, and it will show if you have Facebook friends in common.
Right.
So it'll be like, oh, you both know Aubrey Anderson-Emmons or whoever, right? So you can then sort of vet that person. You can, message your friend and go like, hey, I saw that you like Joe Schmo, that you guys are Facebook friends. Do
Schmo.
you actually know him? And what do you know about him? Is he a freak? And this actually happened to me recently. A guy showed up who was a mutual Facebook friend. And the thing is, we all know that on Facebook, lots of people have friends they don't really know. There's just a ton of people who follow them and they're friends because, we met once at my comedy show and I don't really know that person.
That's how it goes with Instagram mutuals
Yes,
too.
yeah. So sometimes it's someone they really know and are actually friends with, and sometimes it's just some
Which then
rando that
that's
they
great
met.
because then you can like ask them like, hey, is this person a good person or not?
Right. So you ask and hope that they actually know. So I this guy who liked me showed that we had a couple of mutual friends who happened to be comedians, and I was like, okay, so maybe this guy's comedy. I don't know. I don't really love dating comedians, and so I reached out to my girlfriend who was Facebook friends, and I was like, hey, do you actually know this guy? Any whatever? And I told her he liked me on Facebook dating. She texted me back immediately and wrote, run away.
Why are you running?
Literally. And I was like, thank God I asked, right? And she told
Yeah.
me, she's like, he's got a lot of personal problems. He's kind of like full of himself, something like that. It was like
Oh,
a lot of
boy.
negative stuff. And not like he's an axe murderer, but she said, and he has some addiction issues.
Douchebag energy.
Yeah. But I mean, the addiction issues especially. I was like, oh no. So
Yeah,
yeah.
and that doesn't make a person a terrible person,
No.
especially if they're trying to get sober. That just means like that's
That
like a big
I don't want to,
responsibility.
that's just not something that I want to jump into personally at 53
Yeah.
right now. Like, I have enough of my own issues. Addiction not being one of them,
She's
except
a
for maybe
meth addict.
popcorn. No, popcorn. But that's a whole other show we could talk about is addictions, because like
Addictions?
I have a very non-addictive personality. I
I'm
think
like very mid. I don't really either.
I feel like you're similar to me
I have
in that way.
more of an addictive personality than you, but I'm still not really
I
easily
don't
addicted
know,
to
really?
things. Like,
What are you addicted to besides TikTok videos?
I mean, we're all addicted to sugar. I'm addicted to, I'm low-key
Well-
addicted to junk food.
Okay.
But, no.
But addicted, I mean, like, is it actually ruining your quality of life and relationships? And I mean, yes, I think most people are like somewhat addicted to sugar because it is more addictive than cocaine. The studies have shown.
Yeah.
But if you really had to, you could just quit tomorrow without going into a rehab center.
That's very true.
And you wouldn't like
I'm
lose
not
your
having
job, and
withdrawals
your
for
boyfriend
anything.
wouldn't break up with you because you're like, it's a little different.
I've gone in and out of phases of stuff, but like I've never been addicted to anything, and I don't do hard drugs. Like when I say in and out of phases of stuff, I do not mean hard drugs.
Anyway, we've digressed.
I've digressed.
Back
Has
to
nothing to do with
dating.
relationships. Okay.
Back to dating. So yeah, so that's kind of the thing about Facebook dating that's sort of interesting. But I've been on Bumble, I've been on Hinge, I even went on Raya, you know Raya.
Dude, that's actually a fun fact about Raya. I thought when I was 17 last year, I thought once I turn 18 as a birthday present to myself, I'll pay for 1 month of Raya. And why I'm saying, why
gift.
just 1 month? What a gift. And why just pay for 1 month of Raya? Because it's freaking like $35 a month.
It's not cheap, yeah.
So I was going to pay for myself for 35, like, you know, because what people have told me, they're like, I haven't had much luck on it, but a lot of those people also haven't been people who are either big or recognizable within the entertainment industry. And I find that if you tend, like what people have said, like you will get swiped more on if you are recognizable or if you
Of
kind
course.
yeah. And so I was
Yeah.
like, maybe I will have some luck then. You never know. But people say a lot of the times you pay for it and it feels like a waste of money because you'll like 2 people will match out of like what 20 people and then they like won't even say hi to each other, which is really lame. I
Well,
thought
and
maybe I'd have luck.
the other thing too that I'll say about like the whole recognizable issue is that when Raya first started, it was kind of set up for people who were in the industry, not just face recognizable like actors and singers and stuff like that, but people who are directors and writers, and
And
you
it
know,
still is meant for that.
and it still is meant for that.
But it's
But it's
getting
become
watered down
totally
slowly
saturated
'cause you
because
have to get invited.
yes, because you have to be invited by somebody who's in good standing. And pretty much now, like lots of people have just invited all their rando friends who aren't in the entertainment
And
industry
that's why
at
I
all.
bet we could probably ask like 5 to 10 people right now, hey, could you give me a recommendation for Raya?
Sure.
But then I could, like, if my friend wanted it, I could probably ask my friend to do it for them and, like, have them not be in the industry at all. Like, you know what I
No,
mean?
totally. That's
Like,
what I mean.
people
Like,
through people, you know.
yeah. And so, like, the person who referred me was your hair person, Jess, and she
Yeah.
actually met.
Jessica told me she likes had me up too.
Well, and she actually met her husband on there. They've been married
Right,
for several
yeah.
years now. But I mean, I did not have good luck with it, and then I went off of it. And then recently, I was like, oh, maybe I'll try it again. And of course, the prices have gone up since then. Because this is when you were like pretty little. I was
Yeah.
on there, and I went on one date from it, and it was not a good date. And there was hardly any guys. But that was a little while ago. You know, that was probably like 8 years ago or something like that. But I looked on there recently, and the rates have gone up, and it's expensive. And I'm like, I don't know
It's
if I want to
expensive and
gamble my money.
saturated.
Because it is a gamble. Like, you might not meet anybody on there. Oh my gosh, I want to tell you quick. Okay, I don't mean to like
Okay,
do all the
okay.
talking because I want to hear about your dating stuff too. But like, this is just an example of how jacked up dating can be. I've been on Match.com, the Coffee Meets Bagel. Blah, blah.
She's done it
I've
all.
tried them all because 14 years of dating. That's a lot of dating. So someone told me, they're like, look, because you want to have like a serious relationship, right? I'm like, yeah, I want to meet somebody. I don't want to just be on a billion dates, right? They're like, you should try eHarmony.
Oh,
this
boy.
was like over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Because like, I don't, is anybody actually still on there? eHarmony was really big back in the day, though. It was one of the first dating apps or sites, because they used to be all websites before apps became a thing, where you really, you answer like this 1,000,000-page questionnaire so that they
Really?
actually claim that they can match you with
Like,
better.
psychologically, like...
No,
they kind of
anything,
evaluate
like
you?
just what type of person you are, what kind of your likes are, so that you have better chances of matching with people who are similar to you. So you
I
have a
see.
better chance at success, right? So you go through this, I'm not kidding, it's like 100 fucking questions or something. You're like, oh, you want to die by the end of it. You feel like you just took the SATs about yourself. So then
About
I
yourself.
barely got matched with anybody. I mean, I just think there just weren't that many people in my area. This is when we were living in the West Valley who were in
Yeah.
my age group and lived in that area. And I think I went on one date from eHarmony, and it was like, meh, nothing special, not horrible, not great. And I would flip through, it would just be the same dudes. And I was about to just like, I don't know, give it up. And then literally one day, they sent me the profile of a man who was dressed as a woman. And I don't care. Like, if men want to dress as women, That's great.
Like, we've been to Drag Queen Mary's together and played bingo there. Like, we do not care.
I don't care. It wasn't. I know. Just to be clear, it was
queens.
not a trans person.
It wasn't.
It was a
like, it said
heterosexual
that in the
man
bio.
dressed as a woman. Okay, so it was like a man in drag. Okay, not drag. I mean, I don't know what the proper terminology for that. I don't want to say drag. Like, I don't like that they're doing a show. I mean, maybe this is something this man takes very seriously.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's drag or if it's.
Yeah, you let us know if you know.
Because I do not want to use an offensive term, because I don't have a problem with it. I 100% don't. But it was a heterosexual man, the profile was fully dressed as a woman, in a dress, full face of makeup, long, like, women's hairstyle. Okay. Using a woman's name. It literally was like, Rachel. And I was like, wait, is this a woman? She looked good. But I'm not into men who dress as women. Nowhere in 100 questions of questionnaire did I indicate that I was interested in a man who dresses as a woman. I mean, like, you answer 100 questions, you would think.
You think like they'd know your type is at least like a decently masculine man.
Yeah. And I was like, let me just make sure this isn't actually a woman. I'm like reading the whole profile, and it was like, and definitely this was a man who was interested in women, but just likes to dress as a woman while doing it. And I was like,
it's just and he like doesn't dress regular, like he just fully dresses like really feminine all the time. I
never got to know this person, so I don't know if this is an all the time thing or just like likes to dress up like that. But I mean, the profile was like, honestly, I'm like, wow, if you were like a dude dressed like a dude, you'd sound great, because it was just like, I really like to do special things for my woman, like give back massages and cook a nice meal.
Oh, dang.
I'm
that's why. It's setting you up with somebody literally everything you wanted except for a masculine man.
Right? But that was like, you guys, I can't meet anybody. It's impossible. Oh, and like, we don't talk about you, but I should read that one bio. I would read you.
I was just, no, read it right now, because I was just thinking about it. She read it yesterday. And I was like, oh, this is on Facebook Dating?
Yes.
Oh,
should I read
this is on Facebook Dating. You think it's going to be tame on Facebook Dating? No.
It's mostly pretty boring. It's when you're looking at heterosexual men who are in their late 40s through late 50s, it's a lot of like, I work for a bank, enjoy the outdoors, camping, cycling, spending time with my son. They're always on a fucking bicycle. Every straight guy on a dating app is on a bicycle.
Pick your poison.
I think they kind of got word that like the fish pictures were becoming a joke, and so I'm not seeing as many fish anymore.
Okay, but like the other pictures look even more like jokes. Just regular pictures that didn't look like jokes. Like literally, these guys' accounts are so bad looking.
They're so bad, you guys.
They really thought that photo ate of them, and it's like, girl, like, was this taken? Like, there was one that my mom showed me the other day. It was like the back of his head, and it was like from a Ring camera. I was like, what are you doing? Your face isn't in this. It's the back of your bald ass head. Like why are you taking a Ring camera?
Straight men need some help. Aubrey's like, because I told her a long time ago, I had an idea of starting a sort of like a concierge service for men, like how to help them set up their dating profiles, because it seems like they don't understand the whole point of a dating profile. If you're a man seeking a woman, is to get the woman to be interested in you. Like, they don't get that. They post shit that's interesting to like other dudes. They don't know how to think like, what might a woman like to see about me or know about me visually and
maybe it's because
words.
By the time they're that age and they're 40, usually they've already like had things like their first love and all that stuff. So now they're like, well, people have wanted me before. I don't have to really try anymore. I know I'm a wantable person.
All right, I'm gonna read this bio.
Okay, yeah, get ready, guys. Brace
yourselves. And then we
yourselves.
need to talk about your dating experiences.
Clench your balls when we tell you
so this was a man, heterosexual, looking for a woman, 56 years old. And I can't show his photo, and I'm not going to say even his first name, but he was pretty beefy, all right?
I thought he looked good. Okay, not in like, he didn't look
not my type, not my cup of tea.
Yeah, it wasn't her type.
He was like beefy and he was white. We'll just say that. Okay.
Beefy white tattoos.
Beefy Caucasian dude with some tattoos.
We're sorry if you're listening to this and this is your bio.
Sorry, beefy white guy with tattoos. 56 years old. I'm a big guy who loves to work out and stays busy with work, but I'm looking to meet new friends. Not necessarily looking for anything serious. Just want to have fun and see where that takes me. My job has me working LA, Beverly Hills, Gardenia, Redondo Beach. I'm a naturist and open-minded with a very high passion for only females, very hygienic and completely clean. I love to have my ass eaten.
Let that sink in, folks.
I have a kinky freak side. Like, what?
How do we get from there to like I like
It's like,
nature?
wow, that took a turn, dude.
So apparently this man likes taking walks, and he also likes trees and shit, and then he also likes getting his ass eaten. And you now know within the span of 3 sentences.
Yeah, and he likes pegging. He wants somebody to peg him.
Yeah, he said that. Like,
and then it was like, and yeah, that was basically it. And there
no
was just,
paragraph change. No change in topic beforehand, lightly introducing
it wasn't
the
like,
subject.
and get ready for the, put on your seatbelt.
Yeah.
I also like to have my ass eaten. Like, no, give me a little warning, something.
Yeah.
And again, I don't have anything against people wanting to
Like,
have their asses eaten.
You be freaky.
I
You do that
don't-
if you want.
But like,
That's crazy to put on a dating
this is the
app, though.
first thing. This is what you're gonna put up front to every woman on Facebook dating.
Maybe what it is, though, is that I bet what's happened is that he goes on dates and he meets people that he likes and he tells people
And then he
said that
pulls
stuff.
down his pants and bends over, and they're like, hey, we just
Whoa.
met.
Yeah, like they probably are like, oh, and then he tells them afterwards and they're not interested anymore. So he's like, well, let's get this over with. Which honestly,
So I only attract ass eaters.
yes, honestly, that sounds crazy, but that's what it is because that's what he wants to find. So why wouldn't he just? Put
No,
that in his title? It was just the
I
fact
give him
that
some
like,
credit. I agree.
yeah, I give him some credit for that, but still, I was like, bro.
You could just
He
say
just
like,
brought it up so
I have a
abruptly.
high kink level or something like that. You don't have to like go like, we don't need to know everything that you like to do. You could just say like, hey, I'm not vanilla. That's what some people will say. I see that a lot. Not vanilla. Great. I get it. I'm swiping left because I'm great.
So you're saying you're
I don't-
vanilla?
Maybe like,
Actually, I don't want to know.
you're like you.
Actually,
You asked, and then I'm like, wait a minute. Do we really want to go there?
no, we don't. Because I'm swiping left.
Well,
Anyways,
I mean,
you're not. She's not pegging anybody. If you were wondering.
I'm not going to eat your ass on a first date, okay? Let's just... or a second, or I don't want to eat anybody's ass. I actually don't. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, not for me either.
That's
Okay,
that's where your
and
poop-
now you know.
That's where poo-poo comes out, you guys. Anyway, so, but again, if that's your thing, and it's consensual, y'all
Great
go for
for
it.
you.
Good for you. Ass eat away. Wow, this also took a turn. So let's
Yeah,
talk about
so
your
there-
ass eating experience.
My, I'm dead.
Oh my God. Are we gonna be? No, you're an adult. I won't be arrested. Okay,
Are
so
we gonna be arrested?
you started dating much earlier than I did.
Oh yeah,
I didn't
started
date until
dating
college.
Really young and having intense feelings for people like at a very young age, like in middle school. Yeah, middle school, I like kind of had my little like boyfriends and things and stuff like that. And then once I got into high school, had a long-term relationship on and off for about 3 years, and then I left high school early. And then I got a dating app for the first time in my life about a few days after I turned 18.
Oh Lord.
I got Duet. Is that something that you guys are familiar with watching this podcast?
And no,
Probably.
she's not on there now, so don't try to go
No.
on Duet and find her.
Yeah, no, I've deleted it. My account maybe is still up, but I'm not answering anybody. So there you go.
You should take your account down, dude.
Well, I don't really know. Like, I just deleted it off my phone. Like, it
Yeah,
probably
but-
doesn't exist then.
You know, after this, probably someone's gonna find you on there and like post it all over the internet. Like, you should delete
And
your
what
account.
am I gonna do?
Yeah, it's true.
And what
like,
are they gonna do?
Like there aren't
if I'm
100
not gonna
things.
respond, like you can message me on Instagram, you can message me on TikTok, like you know what I mean. What am
I know.
What are they gonna do?
I guess.
So yeah, I had Duet. It was an interesting app. I find that it was probably the best if you want like something more serious. I went out with 2 people from there. They were both really chill. Weren't my people, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You haven't been on Duet, right?
No, I think that's
It's-
more of a Gen Z thing, right?
It definitely is.
Maybe
I still
millennial,
get
but-
ads for that dating app every day.
Oh Lord.
Multiple times.
So I'd never heard of it till you told me about it.
And like the ads for it online are always like POV, like the guy from Duet is meeting me at like 2 a.m. or something. Or it would be like I met the love of my life on Duet, so now I don't have to be alone on Valentine's Day. It's like
Oh,
all these like
Lord.
crazy scenarios.
Very manipulative.
Well, yes, very much like I met the love of my life. Like this was what is always given.
At 18.
It's like this guy, like it's always like a guy doing some grand gesture for a girl or something, and it's Duet. Which, if you're wondering, I did not. No grand gestures happened to me. But yeah.
That's interesting. But we were just saying today, we were talking about that a friend just sent me, I think it was like the talk or like one of the NPR shows. They had talked about how dating apps are starting to wane in their usage.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Well, I don't not with my generation." But I'm kind of curious, like, do you feel like most of your friends still meet significant others like at social events and parties and hangouts with other people?
That's how I met my boyfriend.
Yeah, I think that's how young people do it.
I met
still.
because he worked across the street from me, and also I met him at a party a few days later after that, and like actually started to talk to him for real. And that's how we met. So naturally, friends through friends.
When you're still young, even like in high school, if you're like a teenager, you're seeing each other in school. Then you're going to social events that are school related, school dances, friends parties, stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And then here in LA, like different schools like go to each other's parties and stuff. So there's still so much opportunity when you're in your teens through like your 20s even, because you're in college and stuff like that.
It's true.
To keep meeting people in person. And I'm telling you, like once you get out of college age, it gets harder and harder and harder because then you're in a job setting. You're not supposed to date your coworkers, stuff like that, which is such bull because everybody meets at work. Like you didn't meet at school, and where else are you gonna meet?
Yeah.
So,
you know what I find, like,
yeah, it's hard to meet people.
What I find odd about my generation, though, for example, I have a friend over at UCLA, and he has a boyfriend now, but he'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm talking to this guy, haven't met him in person, but he's on the same campus as me, and we snap." You haven't met this man in person, and he's like 0.2 miles away from you? Like, what do you mean?
Use your legs, walk over. Like, what do you?
I guess it's like they're like, I guess it's the anticipation and anxiety of like meeting each other. You know what I mean? People are weird like that.
I don't get your generation at all in many ways. Socially, I don't get your generation.
And maybe why the decline in dating apps is happening is because people like treat Instagram and TikTok like a dating app.
They already have a way to connect for free.
Yeah, and you can slide into anyone's DMs. You don't have to wait for them to swipe right. You can just DM them and shoot your shot, which people do to me all the time.
All the time.
In a really creepy way, majority of the time.
Well, and I get that too, but I think it's actually like bots from China or something.
Yeah, most of them are like Indian men or bots from China.
Yeah, they're like, "You have a beautiful smile. Come be my lady."
Yeah, exactly.
They're always like, "Lady, how beautiful.
Lady, how beautiful.
Lady."
Every now and then you get one where you're like, that's probably not a bot. But yeah, no. So I think for like people who don't have like a bigger following online, that's, you know what I mean?
I guess, yeah. I miss the old days when
one of the
like
guys that
you
I met
go
on
to your
Duet,
friend's birthday party and just be like, "You're cool, I'm cool, we're both cool, let's go out."
One of the guys that I met on Duet, I looked at his Instagram following and I was like, why is it all women? And attractive women and Asian women mostly, and Asian women and women of color. And I was like,
getting worse.
Interesting. And like, I talked about that with him and I was like, your profile is all, like, because I'm the one to call a bitch out. Like, I'll be like, if you're, like, that's a red flag, first of all. We all know that. And so I just was straight up about it. And he was like, well, you know, that's like, a lot of those people, like, I don't really know or talk to at all, like, because I treat it like a dating app. Like, I probably texted them at some point or talked to them. And I was like, okay, like, whatever. He has a girlfriend now, though. It looks like they're happy, so good for them. But
that person.
Yeah, that person.
Who shall not be named.
If I could, I'd just name bomb everybody.
Oh my God.
But yeah. Nobody of significance, but yeah.
Good grief.
I'm trying to think, have you ever slid into anybody's DMs on Instagram?
I don't think so.
No? I'm trying to think if I've slid into anybody's DMs.
I mean, if I did, it was like a long time ago.
Usually
when
I slide into DMs, it's more because I want, like want to become friends with somebody, because it'll usually be like, oh, I followed. I'm trying to think of somebody. For example, like, I love Esha Tawari. She's a musician. She's really cool. And so I slid into her DMs because we both were following each other. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, you know, you seem like a cool person. And
I've done that for like business purposes, but not for like, oh,
I
I
do
kind of
that
like
for
this
friendship
person. Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
for business purposes, but usually just friendships and wanting to get to know people. So
I feel like I've only done it for like just like networking purposes. Like, hey, like, you know, we both know so and so, and I was wondering if you ever wanted to do the thing of the whatever, blah blah. Like, you know, like other people in the industry.
yeah, I just
that
do it
kind
with
of thing.
musicians because I don't know, I just like talking to people. That's about it. I don't find sliding into DMs very effective.
No. Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever felt unsafe or like really like ooged out on a date?
Like ooged out, like, oh, I'm gonna like this man might like kidnap me if I go
like
home
I
with
gotta
him.
like I gotta get away
No,
from
but
this
I've
guy.
only
Not
been
like
on
killed, but
two-
like just where you're just like, ew, gross. This guy gives me the ick.
I don't know, not really, because one, like I said, I was in a relationship for a really long time in high school. So,
Yeah.
and I know you're like, well, you don't have dating apps in high school. Yes, when you're a senior in high school and you're 17, people just lie and they say that they're 18 and go on dating apps. That's not unusual.
Disturbing.
Disturbing.
Listen up, moms and
but-
dads.
Disturbing, but that definitely happens. Personally, I did it.
Yes, it does. So beware, parents. You should know. Your
So-
kids may be on dating apps and you don't know it.
Yeah. I'm not throwing. Now you made it like beware. Okay. But
Oh, it's so dangerous, Aubrey. Okay, anyway, go ahead.
so I've only gone on 2 dates, and both of the times I didn't feel unsafe because I chatted with them a bit beforehand to just kind of see. And also the second date that I did, I made sure that like it was during the day, like at a cafe where so many people were gonna be around that if bro tried to kidnap me, it would be literally impossible because there's hella people there. You know what I mean? So, and no, I don't know. I haven't really felt like, ooh, I'm unsafe right now. Have you?
On a date? I'm like,
I've definitely like felt icked out maybe a couple times, but
I've never felt like, oh God, this guy might try to kill me, but I did definitely get like really uncomfortable with one guy in particular, like recently. I mean, when I say recently, I mean within like the last couple of years. And I think I told you about this date. That was that guy who didn't know the difference between ramen and pho.
oh, that guy.
He
You're dating an
literally-
Asian buddy. You can't do that.
He literally suggested we go for ramen, and then we went to a ramen restaurant, and he said he wanted gluten-free noodles, and I was like, oh well, that's why I suggested pho, because they have rice noodles in pho instead of, because you know ramen is wheat noodles, and he's like, yeah, well they usually have gluten-free noodles if you just ask for it. I'm like, no,
Boy,
they don't.
What pho restaurant? I mean,
I
not pho restaurant.
know.
I mean, what ramen restaurants are you going to?
But I'm like, we can go for pho
What
if
in
you
the
want. He's like,
LA?
no, let's just go for the ramen place. I think it should be fine. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then when we got there, he was lucky they did have rice noodles. So he had ramen with rice noodles, which in my opinion is not ramen at all, but whatever.
Yeah.
He had a noodle soup. We'll just say that.
A
And then
noodle
I
soup.
said, oh, well, that's really lucky that they had the rice noodles. And I said, have you ever had pho before? I just want to let you know, in Los Angeles, in Southern California, there probably like most of California, like Northern and Southern, there's a pho restaurant on every fucking corner.
Like,
it
you
is
can- I
Vietnamese noodle soup. It's made with rice noodles. They're everywhere.
You find one within 5 minutes.
If
of
you live in LA and you've never heard of pho, like you haven't left your apartment enough. Okay. Just want to make that clear because some of you live in Nebraska and don't know what the fuck we're talking about. Pho is a
or
Vietnamese
like in a
soup.
completely different country.
It's like
Yeah.
ramen. It's like the Vietnamese version of ramen. It is the noodle soup of Vietnam. Okay.
Like when we were in that scene together in Modern Family. That's what we're talking about.
Pho. It's
because
the
my
food of your
character is
people.
Vietnamese.
You
Food of
must
my
eat it.
people.
It's the food of your people. And then this really cool waitress comes in. Okay.
Yeah, this really hot, cool waitress.
Single waitress.
Yeah.
So then I go, well, have you ever had pho before? Because I'm thinking like maybe he didn't know what I was suggesting. And he
Mhm.
goes, wasn't this pho? I'm like,
Brother.
the name of this restaurant has the word ramen in it. I'm like, no, we're at a ramen restaurant right now. Remember you said
How was
no,
the
it's-
conversation besides the ramen and
Okay,
pho
so
banter?
number one, I'm like, this guy is
Number
dumb
one.
as shit, which I can't stand being on a date
She's
with a dumb
like
person.
pretty like.
Because if
about
you're
who
not
she dates.
like, you have to be intelligent enough to have a normal conversation. If you don't know the difference between pho and ramen, I don't want to go out with you. Let's just okay. There's a base level. So, but then the restaurant was like really busy and it's small, and so we're like, okay, so we decided to go get a drink at a separate bar because we didn't want to take up their table. And at the bar, we're having the drink. Otherwise, the conversation was actually okay, which is why I agreed to go for a drink.
Yeah.
And so while we're having this drink, he started getting a little handsy, which it's a first date. This is a total stranger from a dating app. He was like putting his hand on my leg and he was all like facing me and like, you know, like, and I was like, and so I was like, yeah, I want to end this because I don't ever want to see this guy. I knew I didn't want to go out with him again.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, I kind of used an excuse. I'm like, my daughter is home alone right now, so I'm going to.
I was like 16. Like 17, like I could have been home alone, but you
were probably 15 or 16, and no, I mean, but it was getting kind of late, and and you didn't like to be home alone. Like,
that's not
late.
true. I really didn't care, but like you would prefer to be back home.
No, you at one point you told me that you still were not like super comfortable like being alone at night.
When did I tell you
this is
that?
a whole other. This is
Anyways.
when you were like 15, 16 years old. Remember, because there was a time I asked you if you were comfortable staying overnight alone because I had to go somewhere.
Actually, yeah.
And you said no.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, liar. All right.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Now it's whatever. She's 18.
Locked.
Okay. So I just kind of used you as an excuse. I was like, I'm going to go back. And then like he was like, oh, really? Like you have to go back? I'm like, yeah, I have to go back. If someone tells you they're going home because of the kid, just be like, okay, good night. It was nice meeting you. I had a really nice time tonight. That is just FYI, men. That's the appropriate response to say like, I really had a nice time tonight. Thanks so much for meeting up with me. Maybe we can do it again sometime. That's all you need to say. And if you don't want to see them again, you can just say like, thanks so much for, meeting me tonight.
Yeah.
It was nice to get to know you.
It's pretty damn simple.
That's all you need to say. You don't have to go, oh, I'm going to be manipulative now because I actually thought maybe you'd suck my dick or whatever. Okay. So he walks me out to the sidewalk, and my car was parked across the street, across Ventura Boulevard, which is a busy street. And I was like, okay, well, my car's over there, so I'm just going to head out to my car. And, like, I was, we were doing the first date of a stranger, like, hug goodbye. And then as we were, like, coming out of the hug, he just, like, went in and just aggressively started mouth kissing me. Like, forcing his tongue into my mouth, and I was like,
that's like my least favorite thing. Or like when a guy kisses you, but then like they're really forceful, like with their necks. Then you feel like you gotta keep it up, and you're like,
like your head is gonna fall off your neck.
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
pressing on you.
Because then you gotta press your neck really hard back, and then you're both like,
okay, so this was like an unwelcomed kiss. Like I was not into it. So I was literally like pulling my head back like that, like dude. And so I was like, okay. I literally had to like Hulk out of his arms. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. And he was just like, oh, and then he like kept holding on to me, and he was like in like the side of my neck. He's like, oh, but we're making out right now. And I literally was like, you're making out.
Yeah, like you making out yourself at this point.
I literally was like, I have to go. And then I like
so gross.
Like Wonder Woman out of his arms, and I was like, and I barely even looked to see if there were cars coming. I just ran across Ventura Boulevard to my car. I'm like, oh my god! But then like I was really concerned that he might try to follow me home, or I was just like,
yeah,
oh, like
just looking behind your car
because that's how inappropriate he was. Ew.
We're making that. Ew. That's the part that got me.
I
was like, whatever.
Right now. Ugh.
So bad.
That's the grossest like adult date that I've had in the last few years.
One of the dates that I met on Duet, he's like, whatever, it's fine. But on one of the dates that we went on, I took him with me to go to a concert, to go see this friend of mine play. He was playing at the Wiltern. And we're like, oh, like, let's go backstage. Like, he's having a party afterwards. He's my ride there, right? This date is my ride back to my house, and it's kind of far. He gets plastered off of the free alcohol. And yeah, he gets plastered off of the free alcohol backstage in at the after party. And I was like, oh my god. And now like my friend who's the artist, who I had never met before, by the way, like it was my first time meeting him.
That's right.
Yeah, it was my first time meeting him. Hi Grant, if you're watching this. And Christina. It's my first time meeting them, and I was talking to a whole bunch of different people and just kind of going around having different convos and whatever. He gets plastered, and then I have to leave. And I'm like, well, you can't drive right now. So then, me being the Korean person I am, I force us to sit down at BCD Tofu House, and I force him to buy us food so he can sober up. Yeah, so then we had to just stay there for like a couple hours, and then we drove home. But yeah, that was
uncomfortable, awkward. Had
awkward,
to make it uncomfortable. Way to go.
Yeah, and then
yeah. Here's
that whole situation was so messy.
This is my personal opinion, and we will wrap it up soon. Is I think that we're talking about like heterosexual dating just right now, specifically men dating women.
I've gone on a couple dates with women too, but like, I don't know, women scare me, and I tend not to know if like they want to be more than friends or not.
Do you at least not feel like okay, but they could like murder me with their bare hands?
Exactly.
At least,
yeah, women,
at least
especially since like the girl that I went on dates with, she was a femme, same, maybe like a couple inches taller than me, like very much like a femme, like very chill vibe. Like she's not gonna kill me because she's also my friend as well as a person that I was
like
dating.
What's the worst thing that happened? You guys get into like a bitch fight and then like the night's over. Yeah.
She probably would have beat me at the bitch fight, but yeah, I wouldn't have
I'm
died.
I'm not trying to belittle. I'm sure there are instances of domestic violence in
For
lesbian
sure.
relationships or like women relationships. I'm not trying to say there's not, but at least though, like you feel when you're with a total stranger, maybe like a little less risk.
Safe.
There's less risk.
Because literally, statistically, there is less risk.
There just is. That's why women choose the bear. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
So, but I would say, because we are two women who date men, if you are a guy looking to date women, remember that anytime a woman chooses to go out with you, even if you've met her before and you know her, like your acquaintances already, she is always assuming a risk that she could be raped, that she could be physically assaulted,
physically harmed,
murdered. Anything could happen to her.
Like she is trusting you to take her out on a date.
You can
Keep
probably kill her with your bare hands. All right. Like that is literally the reality of what women face every time they choose to go out with a man, even a man that they already know. And it is, in my opinion,
see a man out in public, it's like scary. Like you feel like a little bit more like threatened.
No, you have like you hear someone walking behind you. You just have to check and like, are they like getting closer to me? Are they following me?
Me and my friend Sienna were just talking about last night too. Like when, for example, homeless men in LA, I never want to be like, oh, like I'm avoiding him, and it's never because he's homeless. It's because he's a man, and he could hurt me.
Although a homeless woman did try to punch me in the head once.
She did? Okay.
Yeah.
Like usually it's
big,
because
she was big.
They're a man or could physically harm me, you know what I mean? And I never want to be, I'm not afraid and I want to help people, but I also don't want to get hurt in the process of trying to help people. It's,
Right. It is tricky, but this is my opinion, and people have tried to debate me on this. I'm like, why does this have to be an argument? I think it makes sense. If you are a man and you're going on a date with a woman, if it is a first date, I think it is wildly inappropriate to ask her for a second date to her face. Don't do it.
I don't think that, but
what if you don't want to? You are now put in an uncomfortable position of having to reject him to his face. And if this is someone you don't know how well he's going to take rejection. Because I hate to break it to you, a lot of straight men don't do well with rejection, especially from women.
Very
and you
true.
know that, I don't know.
And then they're like, you were ugly anyways.
Exactly, right? Or worse. But like, I don't know who coined that phrase. That quote is of men are afraid that women will laugh at them. Women are afraid that men will kill them.
Yeah.
Okay, that is the reality. So you don't have to ask her to her face for a second date because she might not have dug you as much as you did her. And don't put her in the awkward position of having to reject you right there.
Yeah.
Because we are afraid of how you're going to act. So what you're doing is asking her to lie to you if she doesn't want to see you again. I have lied so many times to men's faces so that I wouldn't have to say no to them in person. Because I don't want somebody to be like, yeah, well, you were a bitch anyway. You know, like nobody deserves that. Because also, who wants to be rejected in person like that? All you have to do is like, I had a really nice time today.
Also, usually you can tell, I mean, maybe not with like the guys your age, they seem a little bit more delusional. Usually when you're in person, you'll know if the vibe is good or not. Like, you'll know if you want to see each other
But
again.
you know how bad men are at reading vibes? Like
They tend to be bad. But
don't you feel like, I don't know, tell me, okay, this is a generational thing I really love to know. This is just like a boy-girl situation. I don't know if girls are different, girls, but for my age, I swear to God, if you are even barely nice to a man, they're like, oh yeah, she wants me. Like, if you're just being a cordial, normal human being, like, hey, Bob, how's it going? Did you have a nice weekend?
No, that's
You're
always...
just normal. You're just having a normal people conversation. They're like, yeah, Amy wants to fuck me. Like, they
Dude,
all...
Yes. Like, my boyfriend's friend, Liam, just moved into town. And I'm like, the confidence that man has, I'm like, hello? And the girl, like, didn't even want him. But, like, he really, really tried. Sorry, Liam.
But
he really
you
tried.
did just totally out him. Like,
I don't care.
no, but do you find that, though? Like, if
I
you're
didn't know
just
the girl. That's what
you're
matters.
just like a normal human being, polite, having conversation with a man, they
like,
just...
bare minimum nice.
Yeah, they're always just like, oh, yeah, she's into me.
Yeah.
Who does that? Only men do that. Women don't do that. Women are like, oh, yeah, that guy likes me or whatever because he said hi. Like... It's like it's just a person saying hi.
Yeah.
But men are just like, oh, yeah. They take any invitation as like, it's game on. Dudes, like just all you have to say is, I had a really
like
nice
that,
time today. I'll text you later. It was really great getting to know you. Try those phrases. Just say.
Yeah.
All you have to say.
Amy dating 101. But yeah. Now you know some of our opinions on dating. Let us know. Do you talk about dating with your parents?
Man, we could do like a whole series about dating.
We could.
And romance and sex.
Yeah, we could.
And that guy who wants to have his ass eaten.
Yeah, that guy needs a full episode for himself. We should interview him. He should be our first podcast guest.
Oh my God. I already swiped left on him, so he's lost into the dating universe now.
Mr. Ass is long gone.
Mr. Ass? Oh my God.
Well,
all right. Well,
you know.
Wow. We
covered a lot.
We did, but we also barely scratched the surface.
Indeed.
Okay. Also, quick announcement. We will be soon, if Amy can get her shit together, are setting up a Patreon account, which I'm excited about. And on our Patreon account, we're going to have, if you don't know what Patreon is, it's just like a little way for us to earn money with our podcast because, believe it or not, it does actually cost us money to produce this. We had to buy equipment and we have to pay our editor. And it is actually like hours of time for me, not so much Aubrey.
Well...
Because I'm doing a lot of the technical stuff.
Yeah.
Uploading everything and typing all the descriptions and doing the graphics and stuff like that. It's been, a lot of work, but it's super fun. But nobody's paying us to do this. And it would be great if we could at least just cover like what we had to lay out for our equipment and to be able to pay our editor each week, stuff like that.
We have a great editor.
Yes. Right. And Andrew's like going, yeah. So
he's cooking.
So if you would like to support our Patreon, I will try to have it ready and have a link up for you guys in the description or something. And please join our Patreon. And when you join our Patreon, you are going to get
we should have started with this. Here's what you get if you join our Patreon. You get videos of us singing awesome karaoke songs. That nobody else gets to see.
And you can request songs and we'll see if we can sing them.
And we'll literally probably sing them for you because we probably will, at the beginning, we probably won't have that many Patreon subscribers. So you should be some of the first. So we'll sing whatever you want.
So we're going to start making some Patreon bonus footage very soon. So go to our Patreon. I'll have a link available.
Start thinking of songs you want us to sing.
And have your request. The request line is open. Mm-hmm. But we'll post some things that we want to sing, and only our Patreon subscribers will get to see those videos. So I hope that you can join us there, and they should be a lot of fun. All right, you guys. Thanks for joining us on this episode of Let's Discuss.
I'm Aubrey.
And I'm Amy. And we'll see you next week.
We'll see ya.
Bye. Peace.